speaker is Steph. She's already talked about her father and zebra mussels. We also heard that she would want a 1969 Mustang Fastback and that she is the youngest girl in her family. She first learned about MRSA when she was diagnosed with it twice in 8th grade. This is Stephanie Kukluk.
Imagine this. Yesterday you just won a wrestling tournament. You're on top of the world. You wake up and get ready for school. But when you start walking out of your room, you notice a mark on your leg. It looks like a spider bite or something like that. But days go by and the mark has turned into a bump. You don't know what it is, so you just shrug it off because you think it might be a zit or something like that. So after a couple more days, and it actually gets bigger, you go to the doctor and he tells you you've got MRSA. Today we will be learning what MRSA is, by learning on what the symptoms are, what are the ways of treating it, and how we can prevent us from getting this superbug. First off, stated in About.com, an article written by Rod Bruhard and posted on May 20th, 2012. It says that MRSA stands for methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. It is a bacterial infection that has some gruesome symptoms. The main symptom of MRSA is developing a blister or boil somewhere on your body. It can be misdiagnosed as spider bites at first. MRSA can infect internal organs, the main one, the lungs. This is called invasive MRSA. The symptoms of invasive MRSA are very similar to the common flu. Body aches, fever, dizziness are just a few of the symptoms associated with this type of MRSA. As referenced in an article and posted on Center for the Disease Control and Prevention website, written by medical professionals in 2010, it is stated that the most severe cases of MRSA can cause bloodstream infections, pneumonia, and can eventually be fatal. Secondly, MRSA is treatable, but it is very difficult to. As stated in an article found on medicinenet.com, written and reviewed by trained medical doctors, says that MRSA is resistant to many antibiotics, and there is not many ways to treat it. Vancomycin and linezolid are two of the antibiotics, however, that can treat it. In severe cases, medications through IVs are needed and are given at the hospital. A page found on ScienceDaily.com published in the spring of 2007 said that University of Manchester has found that maggots are a way to get rid of this infection. They stated that maggots on that they treated 13 patients with MRSA developing on their feet. After a 3-week span, all but one were cured. Maggots are the world's smallest surgeons. In fact, they are better than surgeons. They are cheaper, and they work 24 hours a day. A quote by Dr. Bealton said that was shown in the article. MRSA can be prevented by a number of ways, stated on a page on Mayo Clinic website that was written by Mayo Clinic staff in 2012. First off, you need to know what the two types of MRSA are. CA MRSA, it's a type that you can contract from anywhere outside of hospital conditions, such as being in a sport or just being in school. HA MRSA is different. You get this at the hospital, as in you can get it from getting an IV in your arm or something like that, and they can be both prevented. Basic ways to prevent us from any of us getting this is simply washing your hands for 15 seconds, and this will significantly decrease the chances of getting the disease and many others as well. If involved in a sport, especially football or wrestling, because of heavy contact in the sport, shower after every game or practice. This will help prevent the infection from getting into your body. Keeping existing wounds covered makes a huge difference when dealing with MRSA. Drainage from the wounds may contain MRSA and can easily spread to anyone if left uncovered. This is a graph showing the rate of cases of MRSA around the world. You can see how the places that have the least amount are such as Iceland, Norway, Sweden, and you can see United States is right here. I'm guessing that probably the less populated areas have the least amount of areas, like they're not as closely, how should I say, not as many sports in that area and all that. So that's one of the reasons probably why we have so much. So, and we have now learned what the symptoms of MRSA are, the ways of treating it, and how to prevent it from gaining or spreading the infection. Now you know about the fleshing health problem that is known as MRSA. We can prevent this from happening to you or know if any one of you have it. You really cannot tell if someone has ever had MRSA, but now you know someone in this very room has had it and has told you about it. So now if you ever hear the word MRSA again, think of this speech and stay safe.